Alright chat, I hope this is working. New setup, new sort of streaming solution. So let's see if this works. I hope you've all had a fantastic day, and welcome to a nice casual live stream. So as the title suggests, today we're going to be unboxing and setting up the Snapmaker U1. I literally rocked up a couple days ago, and I'm very excited to get it out of the box. Apologies for the delay. Currently just gonna make sure this is actually streaming. So if someone's in chat and could just let me know, that would be fantastic. Because I cannot see chat at the moment. Just gotta update some stream stuff. Alright, I think we're good. Did I unpause the music? I did not unpause music. I apologize. Let's get this on the road. And let's drag this chat over to my other monitor so that I might be able to see you guys. Alright. I hope I'm all in frame and all is good. Well, I say I'm in frame. I'm gonna be in frame. Alright, let's have a look. I got like a monitor here just so I can actually see what's going on and hopefully read chat if you guys send any messages through, that is. So let me just get everything sorted. Oh, it's fine. There we go. Okay, why can't I see my YouTube chat? What's going on? Ah, bugger. That is what it is. Alright, well, let's not muck around. Let's get into unboxing and setting this up, eh? I'm very excited. Very excited. As soon as I saw this, as soon as I saw the leak of this printer drop, I was pretty interested in getting it if it was real. And by the looks of it, considering it's sitting right in front of me, it's very real. But it looks fantastic. So let's see if I can just easily get this out of the way. Oop. Oh, I'm so sorry if that came through. I know that would have been loud as well. I apologize. I've also got to try and be a little bit quiet for my family because it's currently 10 PM here in Western Australia and they have just gone to bed. So I gotta try my best to like not wake them up, but also obviously I could have done this tomorrow, but I just wanted to get this up and unboxed and just set up so I could start printing tomorrow. I mean, I've had it for a couple of days and it's literally just been sitting there collecting dust. And I'm like, I just want to get this out and I just want to start using it because I'm very excited Alright, where's my mouse going? What is going on with YouTube today? Just does not want to save settings for me. Oh well. I have been advised to like 100% read the manual before I actually attempt to do anything. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Alright, I better set up. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so it's exactly what you think. Take all this off. And go live, already mucked up, guys. I know you guys can't see it because of how the camera's set up, but I actually have a secondary camera up here, which I was supposed to actually film some of this unboxing for the eventual review. And I just like, trying to get this stream sorted, I just completely forgot. So, let me get that going. Oh, doesn't this look lovely? Now, I really hope my mic is coming through and you guys can hear me. Because unfortunately, there's no one in this chat to let me know. Or if they are, I can't see the comments. So, if someone's in there, in either of the chats, whether you're on Twitch, whether on YouTube, if you just chuck a message in, let me know if it all sounds good. I'm hoping the levels are good. I think the music might be a little bit too loud. So I might drop that a little bit. I'm just gonna hope it's all good, and let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna take all the tape off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of this tape. I feel like sometimes it just does not peel off nicely. It just sort of stays on there, which ain't great. But it is what it is. But one thing I can already tell right away is that I do not have one of the units so far that's received any damage or anything. I know some people in the group have received their units, and the USB-C ports at the back here for the tools, like the tool heads, are not seated correctly, so they're actually underneath the chassis. Mine, so far, from what I can see, look to be seated correctly, but I guess we'll find out once I get all this tape off and we start actually getting it up and running. Plus, for those of you that just sort of drop in and then skedaddle, if you are interested in watching this, it will be up on the channel after. I apologize for that. Did that actually, yeah, I just pulled my mic out. I've got like this table here which can fold down to to like a rectangle instead of a circle. And the issue with it that I'm having is there's little gaps that keep like, first off my pants get caught on it, but then also the mic lead just got caught on it. All right, that should just come out, no? Should be able to just, yeah, lovely. I can just sit on there. We got a nice big box in here, which I believe is the spools of filament. Which honestly, big shout out to Snapmaker for that, because there's a lot of companies these days that sort of release printers and they don't give you filament. Let me show you guys as well. So I think there's, by the looks of it, 4 spools plus power cable, and I think that's it. Like for example, FlashForge with the 85X just gave you little samples. Wondermaker with the ZR just gave you little samples. So this is some of the Snap Speed PLA. Got a black one, yellow one, a red one, and a white one. And I'm assuming that's also why the preloaded file where everyone prints are these 4 colors. I was sitting there thinking to myself, maybe I might put some different spools of filament in, so it's not just the same as everyone else. But I understand why that's the case now, because the preloaded file is probably for that specific filament. So, all right, ready to protect the cover. Ooh, it's very nice. I feel like I kind of need to get some better angles here for the video, for the review at some point. Where did I put my other camera? Oh, never mind. It's right there. We'll grab it later. So some screws I have to take out as usual. Peel off sticky tape at the indicated locations. The indicated locations. I'm assuming that means these tapes here. I know you guys can't see this, which I'm sorry about. I kind of wish I could get some better angles for you guys, but unfortunately for this setup, I literally just got it sorted last night. I don't have a long enough cable for the camera, the overhead camera. I would love nothing more than to give you 2 angles and to have, like, you know, overhead plus front on, which I might have to just buy a long cable for, and then I can do that for you guys, which would be cool. But I don't know how much more 3D printer unboxings we're going to be doing. I kind of told my partner I wouldn't purchase any more printers after this one. So unless, you know, it's a resin printer. I said the only time I'll buy another printer is a resin printer, because I do want to get into resin at some point. I just want to stick with FDM for a little bit. All right, so that's done. All the tape on the inside's off. And now it's the door. Okay. Well, that was actually kind of a nice peel, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait, I lied. There's one more bit of tape. It's hiding. Hiding at the back. Alright. Should probably actually just take it out of that, which I think I was supposed to do earlier on, but I actually didn't see it. So, there we go. Tell you what, the camera in there looks quite nice, the placement of it as well. The angle looks good. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is that just gonna come off nicely? Oh, yes. They have a nice peel as well. On the inside and the outside. Oh, lovely. Alright, I'm going to slide this out. It's actually quite a big box. Quite a substantial size. Oop, just knocked the overhead camera. Whoopsie daisies. And then, yeet. Alright, there's some more tape here, which I don't think is actually holding anything, so I'm just going to remove that. I know we're going to have to get to the screws shortly, but for now, let's have a look what's in this box. I'm assuming this has got the tools and the heads and what else, so. Tell you what though, it's very nicely packaged. Like everything's really nicely packaged. So what's in this? Is this the tools? I'm going to assume it's the tools. Yep. So tubes, spare nozzle, scraper, everything. And then underneath, let me just see if I can hold this up to you guys without dropping anything. I'll come in closer. All those nice tools that come with it. And then, voice break. We got this one, which I'm hoping that's in frame because I'm not actually looking at it. It is. Which has the tools, 3, 4, what are those, spool holders? These spool holders? Yeah, spool holders. Then we got the 2 feeders. And then I'm guessing the heads are underneath this because it does look like this comes out. So let me just have a look. If I pull this out. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Right there, all 4. All right, cool. Very nicely packaged. I really like that. All right, I need the Allen key. And it's time to start unscrewing stuff. All right. The usual part. Ooh, these are quite nice actually. I know this is going to sound really weird, but like, these are really nice Allen keys. I don't know if I don't think you're going to be able to see them, but they're kind of like, they're rounded and then the tips are just like hexagonal for the bits, which is kind of cool. I quite like it. It's very cool. All right, how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws to be removed, and they're all labeled quite nicely with big stickers with red arrows on them. So if you miss them, don't know what you're doing. Damn, they're in there pretty big, like pretty deep. They must be pretty long. Or they're just very tight. Yeah, the overall sort of feel of it is pretty, it's not too flimsy. I know I've seen some people say it's a little bit flimsy. I can see on some points it is. One thing that I've noticed right away here is that this back panel is kind of not sitting flush with it and it's popped out a little bit. So I don't know if you guys heard that, me clicking it back in there. I'm assuming you did from the mic, but yeah, not the greatest look. could be transit. I mean, I am in Australia, so did have to come a little bit of a distance. But the box looked good when it rocked up. Didn't look like it had any sort of damage or anything to it. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to receive it. My partner was, so I can't say how the courier handled it when they dropped it off. But she didn't say anything like they mishandled it. Damn, this one's tight. Sometimes I feel like I should just like bring my electric screwdriver in here instead of doing this. But I always feel like unboxing videos and so forth want to use the tools that are actually provided instead of going and getting an electric screwdriver to do it for me. Just feel like most people, well not most people, but some people may not have an electronic screwdriver. So, especially if they're like beginners and it's their first 3D printer, they might not have any idea about what is for what and what removes what. So I think it's nicer. I gotta find a place to put all this stuff. There's so much stuff that's getting removed, and just for reference, when I said they were long screws, they're pretty decent size. I don't actually know how long. I don't have like a screwdriver on me at the moment. Screwdriver? Sorry, I was looking at a screwdriver. I mean measuring tape on me at the moment, so I can't actually measure it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really bothered by the fact that I can't see YouTube chat. It just keeps giving me an error. Is there a way for me to like... Maybe I just join the chat, actually. Oh, look. Sorry, bear with me. I'll just join the chat so I can see what is going on. I'm just paranoid that one of you guys has said something and I just am straight up ignoring it. And I don't want it to be like that. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you either, because I promise you I'm not. I just can't see the damn chat. What is this? Members only live stream. Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, I think we got 3 more to do. Just out of curiosity, if you guys are in the chat and you can hear me, have you guys purchased one yourself? Or are you just curious to have a look at it, or... Because I know a lot of people these days aren't very interested in sort of unboxing videos and more want to see the reviews or like the first impressions and so forth, and I get that. But I personally, I love watching unboxing videos before like I get the printer, so I already know sort of what I'm in for. And I feel like it is kind of helpful, like I said, for beginners coming into the scene that maybe have never, you know, unboxed a printer before and don't know what that entails. So... yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. And I'm not going to lie, I don't actually know how long this live stream is going to go for. I feel like I might be here for a little bit. It also depends on how long that first file takes to print, because if it's a short print, then I might stay alive for the whole print. If not, probably won't. And it might even just be like a quick unboxing and sort of... I should turn this camera off. Might be a quick unboxing and okay. Quick unboxing, get it set up, run the calibrations, and then, you know, got to bed. I was just too excited. I just wanted to get it done today. Plus I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I'm not going to be at the house. Got to pick up some last minute Christmas gifts that my family got for the kids. They've done click and collect, so I got to go pick those up. I'll get a couple shops actually. Tell you one thing I've noticed right now is that textured PEI plate seems very textured. Like, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, you know how you get some PEI plates, like, I'm not saying it's smooth, but you get textured PEI plates, then you get like those real texture ones that like, just feel like they've got extra texture to it, if you know what I mean. I don't know if it's gonna show up, I don't think it will, but it's very, very textured. Solid plate too, it's kind of thick. It's not just like a thin PEI plate. Let me find out where I'm gonna put these screws. I do have, there it is. Nice little 3D printed jigsaw puzzle piece, which I actually currently use for all screws and so forth. Alright, so I've unscrewed all of that. Take out all the remaining packaging. Oh, okay, so remember how I mentioned that there was 2 pieces of tape just sitting there? They weren't actually supposed to be just sitting there. They were supposed to be holding in that desiccant packet that I just threw before. But looks like it came unstuck. This tape under the bed is really annoying. I understand why they've done it, it's just annoying. Alright, that packaging's out. Remove the protective film from the camera lens. I've already done the door. And now we get to the assembly part. So there's a little tiny protective film on the lens. There we go. Peel that off. Chuck the build plate back in. Ooh. Oh, it kind of aligns nicely. It's a little bit finicky. Not too bad. One thing I do need to quickly do is just get this little Osmo Pocket, because I need to kind of film some of this for the review when I get around to it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, and I won't have the footage, and I'll have to disassemble the whole entire printer just so I can film some footage on the assembly. So now that's done, I need to put the filament feeders in. So it's marked left and right. Alright, let's have a look. So, oh. Excuse me. There we go. So, it is marked left and right. There's a little L on it, don't know if you guys can see that. It's an L, there's an R which corresponds with the side of the machine. I think there's also a bit of film on it, or is that a sticker? Is that a sticker? It's a sticker. Yeah, okay. Not a big fan of that, but that's alright. So there's also tape covering the cable here, which needs to be removed on both sides. Probably should have went from the other way. Alright, now it says the left side and the right side. Now is that actually the left side and the right side of the printer, or the opposite way? You know what I mean? Like, is it left from the front, left from the back? I'm assuming. That one goes here. Yeah, alright, let's do that. I might actually move this off the table. You kind of do need a decent sized desk to be able to do this. Alright, so, okay, we should plug in nicely. Nice little click. And then I'm assuming, to go backwards? Yeah. Nice and solid. Probably should have filmed that one because the light is right here. So let me grab that and just redo it real quick. Sorry guys, I know you're probably wanting to watch it actually being put together. You're getting a little bit of like a behind the scenes here of sort of what goes on every time I get a printer. And probably what goes on most times that other people get printers too. Like creators. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, there's a green screen behind me. Yes, I know it's not actually chroma keying right now. Basically, didn't want to muck around with chroma keying because you've got to spend some time to get decent lighting to make the whole green screen the same color green to make it look good. I have one light and that's it. So wasn't going to look super nice. Plus, the reason this is even up in the first place is because right behind this is 2 doors with just windows on it, just glass that go right into the living room, right into my house, so you can see literally everything and everyone. So just for a little bit of privacy, just in case, you know, one of the kids gets up or my partner gets up or anything, I just wanted to give them that privacy. All right, let's just press record. Even if I'm not getting super close-up shots, it's not a big deal. Just so I have some B-roll footage to show off in the review. And because I'm a one-man show, I don't have anyone else to come film for me. I would love nothing more than for someone to be here with the camera walking around filming stuff for me, but it's just not it. It's not the case. It's just me. All right. This one feels a little bit looser, actually. Now, either I've put it in wrong, or this actually is looser. I mean, it's definitely in there. I don't like how that sits. And now I'm having troubles getting it off. Shit. Right. Why is this not coming off? Hold up. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing that it's in there solid. It's a bad thing that I can't get it out. What is that? Alright, well, if we have an issue with it, we'll deal with it when we get to it. Bit weird though. Yep, plugged in. There we go. I even was pressing that down, it just was not actually coming out. Yes, there's a little release button on top. I think it's on top of one and the bottom of the other, is it? Yeah, the bottom of this one. Okay, that's all right. So it should be 3, 4, 1, 2, correct. Yep. And then I think they want me running the tubes now. Yep. All right. So are the tubes the exact same? Yeah, okay. Tubes the exact same. All the same length. You'd hope so. Oh. Oh. So you got 4 short ones, 4 long ones. Assuming this is where the short ones come in. So, just confirming. Yeah, okay. So 1 and 4 are on the ends. 2, 3, 4. Have I done that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Have I? Three is the top one, right? Right, okay. I'm guessing that's supposed to go like that then? Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't like this. Anyway. They're really like loose at the back. Kind of wish they were tighter. So I've definitely not used the wrong ones. Definitely not. But they're a lot looser than I thought they were going to be. I really thought it would be tighter. Alright, well, now it's time for the spool holders. Now, that's 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 are here. 3 and 4 are here. And I'm assuming I just push them in and there's no specific way they go in. Oh, well, kind of. Ah, well, let's just get this camera recording again. As I put these in. So 3. Ooh, bit of a snap. I wonder if that's coming through for you guys. Oh, I apologize. I just saw the mic level just jump considerably. I'm sorry if that's loud, guys. 1. But the thing about this satisfying snap is I don't feel like it's gonna like come out, if you know what I mean? Alright. Next step. What's the next step? We get the tool heads now? No. So we gotta move that to the front. With the head to the front. And then we have to put in the waste tray. Which is kind of cool. Kind of wish they just made this a preloaded file that you could just print. I feel like that would have been nicer. Like just one of the first couple files in there, print it, put it on. I think that would have been cool. But don't get me wrong, it's cool that they've provided one. I just think it would have been nice if it was just a preloaded file you could print. Do a colored one, doesn't even have to be transparent. All right, so yeah, all right. So there's that, just sort of slide in. Yeah, all right, cool. Well, there we go. Wait, did I get that right? Yeah, okay. Now for the fun part. The actual tool heads themselves. Which I am happy about because it means we're getting closer to a finished machine. And then that's number one. Okay. Remove this label only when instructed to. So, prior to tool head installation, ensure all stars are in the required positions. The label tool head slider must be at the far left position. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm just going to point something out real quick that just does not make sense. Or is this just tool 1 they're using? No, mine is tool 1, it's 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 tool 1. They don't actually add up. But there's the tool head. So let me just peel this. And then I think this needs to be like that. All right. So, God, this monitor keeps turning off because there's nothing going on that computer. I've got two separate computers, one that's streaming and one that's just here with this monitor. And it just keeps turning off. Alright, so. How does this slot on to go through here like this? Okay, that's correct. Okay. Wait. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. And you definitely need to pay attention to what you're doing. So it needs to go into there. Okay, right. Right. Got it. So where's the gap? The gap's there. Into there, and then am I supposed to like lock it in after or what? Okay, it's correct. Magnets do feel a little bit flimsy, which does make me wonder. Like, don't get me wrong, it's sat on there, but it's like one side's magnetized but the other isn't. Does make me worry about it parking and staying there. I know I've already seen some people having issues with certain ones not like certain heads not parking correctly. And I feel like that could be partially the issue, if not the full issue. But yeah. So move them all the way across. And push right. All right. How am I going to film this? How am I going to film putting these heads on, you know? Alright, let's just hope I don't knock this over while I'm trying to put it on. Otherwise, GG's, Osmo Pocket. Press record. Alright, so that's gonna go like that. Wow, that was actually a lot easier than putting the first one on. I think the first one's gonna be the issue. Everything after that seems to just sort of be really easy to follow. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Still don't like these magnets, but I guess we'll see how it prints when I get it up and running, and then we can find out whether the magnets are going to be an issue or if they're fun. So I think I've done this correctly, but I just want to doubly confirm that they're all good, which they do in fact be. Yep. Cool. The red marker on the slider should no longer be visible. Yep. All right. Heads are in. All right. Rotate approximately 2 turns counterclockwise to loosen the 2 screws at the indicated locations. No need to remove the screws. Hold the tool head stopper and move it along the indicated path. Approximately 2 cycles. Retighten the 2 screws. Okay. Figured it out. So we have to unscrew, well not unscrew, we have to loosen 2 screws on this, on the head here, and then we have to move it around the machine twice. Which I can see. Now I'll tell you one thing, this manual is incredibly good, very easy to follow. It's a thick manual, by the way. Like, there's not a lot of 3D printer manuals that I get that are this thick, but I guess this is also sort of a good estimate on how long it takes someone to put this together. I know I'm taking a little bit longer because I'm trying to record some stuff for content purposes, but I mean, I've been live for what, 49 minutes now, so you know, if you get one, it's sort of going to be a little bit. Why does that feel so tight? Don't think it's meant to be that tight. But anyway, let's just... If there's anything I know about belts, it should not be that tight. But I guess we'll see what happens, eh? I'm just following the manual 1 to 1. So now it's for the tool head cables and the filament tube holders. And I think we got some screws we have to put in too. So, cables, holders, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there was some screws it said. Okay, which screws do I need? 2.5 by 16. Nope. Must be these ones. Yep. Awesome. So, like that. Cable in. All right, cool. Let's get to putting some cables in, eh? Let's see if I can get a nice angle of this. Without just filming me. All right. Alrighty, so that's to go over the top. Oh, I guess actually you should probably do it this way, shouldn't you? Goes in there. And then we get 2 screws and we screw them in. And we do this 4 times. Where's the other screwdriver? Well, not screwdriver, I should say Allen key. Where did I put it? There it is. Anyway, how you guys all doing? You had a fantastic day? Morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is where you guys are? I am interested. Let me know. Is it like first thing in the morning? Is it late evening, same as me? Afternoon? Oh, am I crazy? Or do I see a message that I haven't responded to? How much was this printer? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've just seen your message come through. My YouTube chat's not working properly. This printer, I got it on Kickstarter during the campaign. I think if you buy it now, it's $8.49 US from their website. I'm not sure what I got my price for in the end, because I bought, like I did the pre-deposit for early bird plus got the first early bird option. So I'm not actually sure off the top of my head. Okay. I can see the chat now, so if you guys say anything, I can actually answer. Yeah, I apologize. It was working on my other PC, but not on this one. I could see it on the other monitor, like that a message came through. I just looked up and saw it. I do think though that for the price, this is a pretty good option. Especially like if you're looking at doing a lot of multicolor 3D prints. Like, as much as I love my bamboo printers, they just create so much waste, you know? Like so much waste. I've got like 2 tubs full of just purge that I need to do something with. I'm kind of holding off on like getting rid of them because a lot of people are like, oh, just throw it out. I feel bad about doing that. I'm kind of holding off for a company to release like a price sort of friendly DIY filament recycler. Like I know Loop was supposed to be sort of one of those companies, but looks like that was a bit of a sketchy situation because we still haven't seen a product. There is one I'm very interested in. I think it's 3D Panny. They've got like a CX1 extruder or something, I think they're calling it. I did a video about it a while ago when I was going through like new products and printer leaks and so forth. I just stumbled across this guy on YouTube. He had a YouTube channel and he made a filament recycler. And it looks pretty good, to be fair. Like, the only issue is the price point. It's $8.99 US, like $899. So it's literally more expensive than this printer. And like, don't get me wrong, you'd probably make your money back in terms of saving money on filament, because if you've done a lot of printing in the past, like multicolor printing, you would have already had a lot of purge. So you're going to be able to get quite a few spools from it. But I can't justify $899 US on a filament recycler. I don't have that sort of cash lying around. So he does say that while he spent 800 and fucking, oh, I swore on this channel. I never swore on this channel, I apologize. 849 USD on a printer, essentially. Damn, is that my first swear? Bugger. I was trying to keep this channel PG, you know? Just gone and ruined it. I have to beep it in the VOD. Go through the VOD, find the exact moment. What's the time? 40 minutes and 40... Wait, that can't be right. YouTube said I've been live for longer. Huh. I've only been live... 40 minutes? Really? Huh. Does that mean I was waffling before? When I said it had been longer? 41 minutes. I'll remember that. I'll go through the VOD. I'll beep it out. I'll be a good boy. But yeah, I do think this is a good option, especially for minimalizing purge if you're multicolor or multi-material even. I've got a lot of things I want to do with this printer, and the reason I told my partner that this is probably going to be the last printer I buy for a while is because this printer allows me to do pretty much everything I wanted to do. Like, there's a lot of projects like that I've wanted to get into. I've been 3D printing for years, just haven't had a channel for years. I started with like a FlashForge Creator Pro, then went to an artillery sidewinder, and then Bamboo X1. But back then, when I was doing with the sidewinder and the X1, the minute I got into 3D printing, there was a company called Tier Time. I don't know if you guys are aware of them. They make 3D printers as well, and they released a printer called I think it was the UP 300 they called it. And for the marketing for that, they put out a post of a 3D printed shoe. And as soon as I saw that shoe, I was like, yeah, you got me. Like, now I want a 3D printer to print shoes. Because I go through shoes, because I used to play a lot of sport, and I used to go through shoes so often, just from running around and so forth, and I wear through the soles. And I just thought a 3D printed shoe would be very cool, and I'm still very interested in it. I tried doing the X1 Carbon. Didn't happen for me. I was actually going to make a video on it a while ago. Just never saw the light of day because I never got the printer to do what I want it to do. When I saw the H2D come out, I was kind of like, ooh, that might be a little bit of me, because two heads, well, not two heads, two nozzles, which would allow me to, you know, print a shoe with flexible material and then have support material, which wouldn't get stuck to it, so it'll make it easy to come off. But I just could not justify the price point at all. Don't get me wrong, I reckon it's a fantastic printer, but I just can't justify the price point. Whereas when I saw this, and I went 4 heads, multi-material, sounds like a good idea. Plus, if you print the shoe on an angle, it fits within the build volume of 270 cubed. So I should be able to print shoes on this. Should. Why is this screw not screwing in nicely? But yeah, I want to do like a shoe. I've got some PLA HR from BQ that I want to print an LS basketball with. I know like that time has come and gone. Like there was a big craze about 3D printed basketballs. But I want to print one for my brother. He does a lot of basketball, and I think he'd like it. I think he'd like a cool little 3D printed basketball. It'll be something that like none of his friends have, none of his none of the rest of the family would have. So it'd be a nice little cool thing for him to have. So I'm going to print that at some point. I was going to print that on my X1 Carbon, but when I was talking about, when I mentioned just before my my issues with printing TPU and doing a TPU shoe, it came down to the external spool holder on the back of the X1. I think that's what I've nailed it down to. And I just do not trust printing material off that external spool holder. I just do not trust it one bit. So this will definitely be the printer that I eventually print that on. But yeah, I want to do AOS basketball. Want to do shoes. I do want to get some helmets printed at some point. But probably the most important thing I want to do is 3D print some instruments. I'm a musician as well. I've released a couple songs. Not that they're like amazing or anything, but I do like making music. And I would like to 3D print some instruments, compare them to my actual instruments, see how well they sounded. You know, maybe even write a song just with 3D printed instruments. I think it'd be kind of cool just doing a song with 3D printed instruments. Plus, I'm just very curious as to how it would sound. Like, I keep seeing files for like a 3D printed trumpet, and I don't know how well it's gonna go. And for someone who actually has a trumpet, I'm just sort of like, is it really gonna like work? Like, is it gonna sound good? Or is it just gonna sound, you know, like vibrating plastic? Sounds a bit outrageous out of context, but you get the point. So that's probably going to be coming at some point. I want to do like a trumpet, a ukulele, because I play ukulele, and I've got a ukulele to test it against. See if I can 3D print a drum, just like a djembe or something. A violin, because my sister plays violin, and it'll be like a nice little present as well. Like, hey, here's your custom 3D printed violin in whatever color I can find, which is nice that she likes. Yeah, there's quite a few on the list. I've already printed like an ocarina. I think there's a short on the channel if I remember correctly. I've been printing an ocarina, so yeah. That'll be a lot of stuff probably done on this printer here. Or done on the FL Sun T1 Max, which is behind the camera over there. I got a lot of content on that I need to put out that I haven't gotten around to yet. It's been a little bit busy since I got it, but I'm very keen to get some content out. And if you are interested in the T1 Max, I will tell you, it is a nice printer. I'm not gonna lie. It prints really nicely. Like, I haven't put any sort of video out on it yet. I'm working on a like first impressions video, but it prints so damn well. I'm very impressed with it so far. Also, just the amount of like hours that it's been saving on prints. Like, my partner wanted to do some Christmas lanterns, and she was printing it on the X1 Carbon because I essentially gave her my X1 Carbon to print with. And the X1 Carbon was going to take like 7.5 hours or something to print it, and the T1 Max did it in like 4.5. So it saved 3 hours of print time, which really blew me away because I literally just got it out of the box and then sliced that file and sent it. I did the calibration. That was the first file I sliced and sent, and yeah, it came out really good. I've been printing a lot of silks on it as well, because the generous folks over at 3D Central, which is an Australian 3D printing supplier, sent me over some spools of their premium silk filaments to take a look at and make some content on and test out. And they had some really cool colors. They sent me a dual silk purple and gold, dual silk blue and silver. They sent me like a iron gray, a cobalt blue, and then 2 rainbows, and they've printed amazingly on all the printers I've used so far. I put it through the Flashforge 85X, that printed really well. Put it on the Bamboo X1 Carbon, printed well. Put it on the T1 Max, printed well. Like, it's just surprisingly very, very good filament. Like, there's some silk filaments I've used that are a bit, how you going? Like, they're not super fantastic. Or they'll work on certain machines, but others they just won't print well with. But speaking of, let me just get a print I've done on it, just considering I'm talking about it. Yeah, I'll show you this one. So this is like they had a rainbow silk, which printed this nice little swan vase that I found. I hope the lighting's good for it. But yeah, that's the full color rainbow. So it went from pink to blue to purple to like a green to a creamy yellow, and that just looks fantastic. And then in usual fashion, I printed a 3D model of me in the dual purple gold. I'm actually going to print I'm going to print that file on this printer as well, the U1. Pretty much every printer I get, that's now like one of my go-to prints. Just because it is kind of cool. It's like just a little me, and I can print a bunch of them. Have a little me army with, you know, different colors and different material types. Mostly like just different silks or different like galaxies and sparkles and so forth. But yeah, I'm keen to run that on this, to be honest. Plus, like I was saying, I might even do a full color one on this, because all the others I've done just single color, because the model's going to be more than 4 colors. I already know. Like, I could probably reduce it down to 4 if I wanted to, but I mean, if I pause the file at a specific point, I could swap out one of the colors and make it, you know, 5 or 6 colors or however many I want. So I am very keen to sort of get this up and running. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit devastated by like the timing it took for this to arrive, because my son's school wrapped up for the year. Obviously, he's now on school holidays, and every year we've been 3D printing some little, you know, like articulated toys for class, and I was really hoping to have this rock up before the why is there 5? Sorry, getting distracted. I was really hoping that like this would rock up before he went on break, so I could print them. Didn't happen. It rocked up like 3 days after, and I was like, bugger. But it's good. Insert the smooth end to the machine body through the filament tube holder. I insert the notched end into the tool head. All right. So there is a little notched end here. All right. So this goes in here like that, and the notched end goes into the tool head like that. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I can't wait to cable manage these, because these cables are in the way and they're really annoying me right now. It's too much. That's the notched end. All right, that goes there. This one's this one. So go there. I do like that these actually, like the guide tubes snap in here, which is quite nice. It doesn't just like rest against it, which I was a little bit worried about. I thought it might just rest against it, but no. Good job, Snapmaker. All right. Oh, bugger. There we go. All right. What is next? filament clips somewhere. Alright, where are these clips at? I need them. Nope, nope. Nope. Ah! Found them. They're hiding from me. Alright, so what is it, three clips per? I feel like I'm gonna like, if it's not enough, I'm just gonna 3D print some more. Okay, now there is a notched section and a non-notched tool head cable, and then, okay, that's my question. Alright, so, about there. That goes on there. Ah, I should press record. Also, I'm gonna ask this question to you guys, and I'd like you to be honest with me. Is it annoying you that I'm taking so long to put this together because I'm I'm filming stuff for the channel, like for the review? Like, be real with me. I understand. Trying to do my best to get it done as soon as possible. I promise. Okay, it's not too bad. Is that? Or do they want to go side? They want to go sideways, like that, do they? Well, if that's the case, it should be like that, no? Like that? Yeah. All right, that's a little bit better. Now just to rinse and repeat. So, goes there, goes there, and goes here, goes there. Tell you one thing though, this is an enjoyable build. I'd probably say not as enjoyable as my my T1 Max, but still enjoyable. I do feel like I've not done these clips correctly. I feel like I should flip them around the other way. So it should be like this instead. So I might just have to flip some of these clips around. So I feel like as soon as it starts bending, it's just going to come off. Same here. So it needs to be that way. Alright, time for the last one. And hopefully we can turn this on and start doing calibrations. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have any issues. All right. It's time to start this thing up. So we'll just do a quick cleanup of all the extra parts and so forth. Because I do have spares, like one spare of each of the screws, plus there's 2 extra clips, which is quite nice just in case you lose a clip or you feel like you need an extra on some of them. So thank you, Snapmaker. I'm assuming that's the same as a guide tube, like they've given you a spare one just in case one wears out or something. Which makes sense. I mean, there's probably a few people out there that would primarily just use one tool, or perhaps two. All right. Now the question is, do I have a PowerPoint free or an extension lead free? That is the big question. I did pre-cable one, which is bugger. Do I have an extension cable in this drawer? I do indeed. And this is why I have a drawer of cables in here, just in case I need one. Whether it be PowerPoint, whether it be Ethernet cable, or Ethernet cable if you call it Ethernet. All right. Let's turn this bad boy on and see what we're dealing with. Actually, I'll probably leave it there. I was going to center it a little bit more, but let's power on. It's alive. Right, let's just power cycle that real quick. So I can press record. No, me, I'm probably gonna have to re-record this later, get a closer angle. But that's all right. Oh, there's a peel. Oh, the final peel. English, next. Global, next. Do you accept? Accept. Network. Oh. What's the password? And I might just quickly block the screen. I mean, I doubt you're ever going to come here and use a password. All right. What is the Wi-Fi password? Okay. Block it with my head. You can probably see I'm starting to bald a little bit. Nice. Next. Connect to Wi-Fi before account login. Scan QR code with Snapmaker app to log in. Well, I don't have the Snapmaker app, so... And why is this just spinning? I guess we'll do that later. So let's just go set up later. Device calibration. Okay, so multi-tool head offset calibration, heated bed leveling, and vibration compensation. All right, start. Do I have to do anything? Do I have to take the build plate out? Better read this real quick. Damn. That was fast. Failed to get network, what the hell? Alright, well now we're just gonna watch. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. How's that? Is that alright? Is that out of focus now? I really hope it's alright. Let's get some water. Cool, very cool. Very, very cool. I ain't gonna lie, it's really cool watching it swap heads. Unfortunately, there's not like an overhead angle that I have for you guys, but I might just film some for a short. Oop. Cleaning nozzle. Clean the nozzle with a provided wire brush and maintain a clean docking position. Okay. Wire brush. So, nice little video. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like a nice little video showing you what to do. So I need to like clean it. It's a really awkward angle for me, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds clean. Do I have to do all four of them? I'm gonna assume I'm gonna have to do all four of them. Very cool. Same thing again. Next. Oh, I'm never gonna get like over that, just watching it swap heads. It's so satisfying. Also, it's so funny that I'm doing this today. I literally just looked at my phone and saw that there was a notification on Kickstarter 31 minutes ago from Snapmaker. Update number 13. So just some cool little stats for you guys. To date, about 4,460 backers of this Kickstarter campaign have received their U1. Very cool. Someone's already hit 1,000 hours as well. Alrighty. Last one. I'll tell you what, I've not cleaned a nozzle with a nozzle brush for a very long time. Kind of refreshing. I was saying that literally the other day to a friend of mine when I got the FL Sun T1 Max out, because I was swapping the nozzle, and it was quite nice to like not have a hot swappable nozzle for once. I know obviously we all love hot swappable nozzles, and so do I, but it was very interesting to like just have to do the old fashioned heat it up, use a wrench to, or a spanner to remove it. It was very nice. And why is there a bot in my Twitch chat and I have no goddamn freaking mods on? GG's. Alright. Remove the PEI plate. Now this I'm gonna need to film. So I might have to film it on my phone instead. It's so hard to see right now, but the head's actually slowly moving. Like forwards and backwards. Estimated time remaining 10 minutes just to calibrate the first tool head. Damn. We're gonna be here for a little bit. That's alright. I'm gonna just take a seat. On to tool head number 2. I'm gonna have to start looking for some 4-color models to print. Because the thing is, most of the time I haven't even looked at 4-color models because I just hadn't wanted to waste filament. But now that we've got a tool changer, we're not gonna be wasting as much. So I have to start looking for some. Two down, 2 to go. Estimated 6 minutes remaining. I feel like this build plate is very good quality, but I'm probably going to replace it with a third-party one, and that will be BQ. Absolutely love the build plates. Like, don't get me wrong, they've sent me some products to review, which are like the Panda Nomi and Panda Touch and so forth, but honestly, I think the best thing that they've released is something that I actually purchased myself instead of them sending it to me, is their Cryo Grip and the Glacier plates. Like the Frostbite and Glacier. So good. I mean, if you've ever had adhesion issues with a printer, do yourself a favor and just buy one of those plates. Plus, if you're looking at doing like engineering filaments, definitely get one of them. I can't remember which one, if it's the Glacier or the Frostbite. I think whichever one's the lighter blue for the bamboo range. I printed some nylon carbon fiber on it the other day and it stuck beautifully. 3 minutes remaining till head number 4. And then I guess what comes after that? Vibration compensation? Maybe? So I might close this. Tell you what, I do like this door. It's like one of those like soft close ones. They got some nice like padding on the magnets. Well, we're done. Alright. Multi-tool offset calibration complete. Place the PEI build sheet back in. I do like the fact that they say that. Because I feel like there would definitely be people who would forget to put it back in. So, appreciate that, Snapmaker. Just a little reminder. Alright. What is next? Oh, it's bed leveling. Never mind. Bed leveling, and then I'm assuming vibration compensation. Damn. This might be one of the fastest auto bed leveling sequences I've seen for a little bit. But that could also be because the last bed I leveled was on that T1 Max and that took bloody 15 minutes. So maybe this is just normal, but it just feels like it's super fast. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon on the fast bed leveling. So there's 169 points. We're at 48. I just got a little bit quieter. Like fan dropped off. Let me just zoom that a bit. There we go. Where are we at now? 100 out of 169. Alright, almost done. And then vibration compensation. But I might get the spools of filament out. Oh wait, so these are 500 gram spools. Right, I thought they were only 250 grams. Yeah, right. So they essentially give you 2 kilos of filament. It's pretty damn good. I thought they were 250. I genuinely thought it was only 250 grams. No, it's very cool. Very cool. So that's actual nozzle slash hot end. Very small. But I am very happy they give you a spare one. Alright, 10 more. Can you just imagine if it had to do bed leveling on every single nozzle? Like every single tool head? You have to sit here 4 times watching it do it. That'd be outrageous. There we go. Here we go, vibration compensation. All right, 3 minutes. One minute left. And then, does that mean we're getting into it? We can start loading filament and start printing? Yeah, maybe. Any moment now. Here we go. Next. Filament. Alright. Well, shall we open these, eh? Open these 4 spools and load them up. I have a lot of mess to clean up tomorrow. But that is a future me problem, not a current me problem. I wonder, do I have to go in specific order or not? Alright, well let's just go, because we're on this side. Damn, it's kind of loud. Okay. It's actually a very nice yellow. I don't know if the camera and the lighting is going to do it justice. but it's very nice yellow. It's on there. Can you guys hear that? You know what? I might stand, like, I might lean over the feeding unit for the next one and see if you guys can actually hear it, because it's quite loud. I wasn't expecting it to be that loud. Ready? Hope you guys heard that. All right, spool number 4. Next, official filaments, auto recognition after preloading. Third party filaments, manual. Got it. There we go. So slot 1 has red, slot 2 has white, slot 3 is black, slot 4 is yellow, which is correct. That is what I've loaded. Next, your printer is ready, let's print your first model. Yeah, but how long is this going to take? How long is this model going to take? Oh, you know what? Sure. I have no idea how long it's going to take. 2 hours and 56 minutes. Oh. I'm probably not going to go live for another 2 hours and 56 minutes. But let's just go through the interface. Oh. We'll print this, I'll go through the interface. What do I want to do? I should still be able to print this later, yeah, if I skip it. Yeah, okay. Let's go through the interface. So heated bed temp, fan speed, LED light, printing speed, tool heads, tool head 1, 2, 3, 4, retract, extrude, detach, movement, homing and so forth, device assistant, account, Wi-Fi, LAN mode, print preferences, extrusion failure detection, 100% turn that on, filament runout recovery, turn, oh, I don't know if I want recovery, I thought yes. Disable auto loading. No, I don't want that. Device calibration, we've already done that. Maintenance. Oh, they've got maintenance stuff here, which is cool. Screen timeout, export time lapse. About information. Very cool. And the account, I'm assuming, yeah. All right. I'm guessing that means the camera's on by default. So let's just, how difficult is it to change it? Oh, it's actually quite a nice interface to change between the colors. But let's just keep it default. Next, time lapse 100%. Bed leveling, I mean, we've already done it, so I might just do a dynamic flow calibration. And start printing. And then we might just run this for a little bit just to make sure that the first layer goes down nicely. And then I might wrap it up. I mean, what, it's been over an hour, right? I think. and we've essentially set it up. All that's left to do is the whole app stuff and Snapmaker Orca. So I think we're good. What I might try and do is just adjust this camera. Just see if you can get like a better look at it. Can I zoom in? Yeah, how's that? Is that better? Yes, I get it. Failed to get pin code. We haven't set it up yet. Let me just get it off the screen. And I think it's going to feed through now, yeah? You should, right? I want to see some purge. Please. I don't see any. Where's the purge? Ah, there we go. Cool. Red has fed through successfully. There you go, first little bit of purge from the machine. Oh, that's not the camera. Oopsie daisies. Is that better? More centered? Yeah, it's better. Now I'm assuming it's going to do this with every single nozzle. So depending on how much purge we get here, that's how much you can sort of expect from just doing flow calibration. Still going. Just want to see it do the first layer. I just want to make sure the first layer is good. So it's finished red, it's currently on white. Alrighty, head number 3. Tell you what, this does take a significant amount of time. Just doing the body calibration. nearly 12:30 a.m. for me. Just want this to start printing. Alright, how much purge do we have? I should be able to see from the back, can't I? Yeah, a bit. A bit. Oh, there we go. Last head. But so far so good in terms of any of the known issues that I've seen with people who've got theirs. It's done. It's gonna start printing. Here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. The first layer. Come on. I feel like I really should have timed how long it took to do that whole entire thing. I guess I can go through the VOD, time it. That seemed like it took a very long time just to do like all the calibration, like the flow calibration plus start the print. Is there actually a purge line there? Well, there is. Here we go. First layer's looking good at the moment. Alrighty, well I might wrap this up as the first layer is currently going down and it's looking good. So thanks everybody tuned in. I hope you sort of enjoyed watching me put together this printer and assemble it. Obviously, if you're interested in seeing more, subscribe. I'll be putting a couple of videos out. Pretty much my usual couple, which will be first impressions, 24 hours of the printer, 7 things you need to print first, print quality review, and then final review, and then whatever else in between. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you subscribe. I am absolutely knackered, so I'm gonna let this print tonight and then probably post on socials that it's completed tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and as always, happy printing.